In this video, I'll walk you through a screenshot of a statute section on Westlaw and explain what all the tabs, buttons, and links do. This is section 459.5 of the California Penal Code. It is about shoplifting. I chose this particular section of the Penal Code because it's not too long. It doesn't have hundreds or thousands of annotations. Let's start with this part right here. Notice the yellow flag. This is part of Westlaw's citator called Keysight and is Westlaw's way of warning you about something. If you hover your cursor over the flag, a text box will pop up that says Keysight yellow flag, negative treatment. That means there's something negative about this section. And if you look down here, Westlaw tells you that there is pending legislation that somehow affects this section. Next to the flag is the section number and its caption, shoplifting. The line beneath starts with the best way to search for the section by citation, which we'll talk about more when we cover the citation approach. Then it gives you the name of the source that it is from, in this case, West's Annotated California Codes, the name of the specific code, in this case, Penal Code, the effective date of the section, and about how many pages it takes to print just the language of the section. Now let's look at these tabs. There are 5 tabs. The first one is Document. This tab will always take you back to the code section from another tab. I recommend you use it rather than the back button on your browser. The second table will show you the notes of decision that follow the section, just like are in the print edition. It is a curated list of cases selected by West editors as worth taking a look at. The third tab will show you the history of the section and is a quick way to see the proposed legislation. The fourth tab is Citing References and will provide you with cites to cases and sources that have cited the section. There's usually more cases listed under citing references than there are under notes of decisions, and there will be secondary sources listed which you might find helpful. The final tab is called Context and Analysis. It provides a curated list of secondary sources that have analyzed the statute. There are generally more secondary sources listed under the Citing References tabs, but the ones listed under this tab have been chosen by the editors to be helpful. I will demonstrate all these tabs in the next video. Now let's look at this line. If you click Go To, an outline of the parts of the section will pop up, and you can select where you want to go in the section. This isn't particularly helpful in this short section, but can be very helpful if you're looking at a section that is very long. The 2 green arrows on either side of a section symbol make it possible for you to browse back and forth in the code from section to section. This can be helpful because sometimes the relevant statute may be spread over several sections, and it's much like paging back and forth in the book. If you click Table of Contents, Westlaw will open a box on your screen that contains the entire California codes by title, part, chapter, and section so that you can move anywhere you want. This can be helpful for seeing what's in the vicinity around the section you're looking at. This button will open a search box where you can search for a specific word or phrase within the section itself. This button gives you some options for changing the font and the font size, which can be very helpful if you need the larger font in order to be able to read clearly. This button allows you to copy the citation for the section to the clipboard, which you can then cut and paste into another document. This button will allow you to print, email, or download the document. In the library, we don't allow you to download documents to your computers. and we don't allow you to open documents from a thumb drive. However, at least in the Indio branch, you can download a document to a thumb drive and then take it home and open it on your own computer. Or you can choose to print the document here at the library, where we charge 15 cents a page. Or you can email the document to yourself or another person and then print it somewhere else. I will demonstrate all of this in the next video. This final button allows you to change to a full screen view. I've never quite seen the need for that, but I'll show you how to do it. Now down below we have some of the same information. First, we have a breakdown of the code in a hierarchy, and that's not going to make a lot of sense until I'm demonstrating it to you live. And then we have the effective date, the name of the source with the code and section number. Then we have the section number and its caption. Then we have a blue link that says currentness. If you click on this, you will be taken all the way to the bottom of the section after the research references and notes of decisions, and you will see how up to date the section is. Over here we have the index to the notes of decisions, which are actually on this page after the section and the research references, just like they would be in the print source. So you can either use it here or you can go to the tab for notes of decisions and use it there. So now you know what you are looking at when you pull up a code section on Westlaw. In the next video, I will demonstrate this section live. I'm sorry not to be able to do it in this video, but our goal is to keep every video under 10 minutes, so I knew I couldn't do both things in one.